Honorable Commissioners meeting of Roane County, Tennessee is now in session. Your Honorable Chairman Shannon Hessler presiding. God bless these United States, the great state of Tennessee, and this honorable meeting. At this time, Chaplain Adams will lead us in prayer. Afterwards, please remain standing for the pledge to our nation's flag.
Let us pray. Most gracious Lord, Heavenly Father, God, what a privilege it is to be in your presence. Lord, I pray that you just may be with us tonight, and Lord, bless us. God, we ask that you just give wisdom to those that represent us. And Lord, we're so thankful for those that are so willing to give of themselves, Lord, to represent us, and Lord, to take care of the business of our county. Lord, I ask that you just may bless each one. Thank you for your goodness and grace. It's in our Savior's name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Please silence your cell phones.
Please go ahead and sign in if you hadn't did so already. At this time, I need a motion to waive the 12-day rule. These two items will appear later in the agenda as scheduled. Motion by Wilson, second by Henderson. Commissioner Wilson.
Nothing further.
Commissioner Henderson.
Nothing further, sir.
Thank you all. Need a motion to approve the minutes of the April 14th, 2025 commission meeting.
We're still voting on the 12.
You're voting on it. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Getting ahead of myself. All right, motion carries. Now I'll take the motion to approve the minutes of the April 14th meeting. Motion by Dove, second by Henderson. Commissioner Dove.
Nothing.
Commissioner Henderson.
None further, sir.
Any debate, any discussion? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. Motion carried. Acceptance of committee reports and correspondence. Motion by Berry, second by Wilson. Commissioner Berry.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, thank you. On number 8, on our report, there seems to be carbon rivers. Mr. Christie, can you enlighten us on the situation at Carbon Rivers?
Yeah, the City of Oak Ridge continues to work to resolve issues that are on that powerhouse side of ETTP that Carbon Rivers owns right now. In fact, I think it's on the agenda tonight. City Planning Commission and Council are working through a rezoning process there that I think could help, hopefully, alleviate some of those issues. I'm working as hard as I can to support the city in that, and we're in close communication with not just TDEC but ECD too. So there's a lot of players involved to try to help get that property to highest and best use, which we don't think it is right now.
And that's prime property, that's on the river,
It's
right?
as prime as it gets, right? Yeah. So we're working as hard as we can, but we're kind of in a position of support as a county.
So ultimately, is that TDEC?
So we're working with different angles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Number 18, it looks like we had several properties that we didn't get bid on, so that means it comes back to the county.
Yeah, I think we're down to 4 or 5 that fell to us, and our codes office is working on evaluating those sites right now and bring a recommendation back to us on what we're going to do. Is that correct, Glenn?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we'll have some more information next couple of weeks about what properties, if any, we want to retain or to do something with.
Some of these properties are $50,000-$60,000. So do they look the labors and industrial sites or something?
Yeah, well, I don't know any industrial sites, but just, you know, a little bit of a hodgepodge of things.
So we did well.
Yeah, oh yeah, we sold, I mean, almost everything was sold, yeah.
And number 22, Mr. Chairman, Madam Budget Director, we had in lieu of tax, we had a local of 4210, and 4016-3, and then 4027. One of those had 0 in it. I think it was, first of all, the gaming tax. So we're getting a tax revenue off of any gambling that goes on
Yes, we get,
legally.
15% gets divided between the local governments in Tennessee. So we get 15% of those profits.
For the county, or is that split with the city?
No, just for the county. That's split, between all of the local governments in Tennessee.
So 15%.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. And then the business, the 270, we're showing 900,000 budgeted. We're 22% of our budget. Will that, you feel comfortable with that coming through?
Yes, at the end of the year is usually when that comes in. So that'll be coming in June and July.
Okay. And 216. Okay, and then we had local option sales tax. We had 0.
Okay, so we get the excess. So Fund 116 and 121 have cap amounts. And once we reach their budgets, the excess goes into general fund.
Okay, so,
Last year, I believe it was around 46,000.
okay.
And we hit those caps pretty early in the year, like November or so, I want to say.
I think we're
It's for
pretty close. Yeah, I think we've met 121 and now we're working on 116.
Yeah.
Come June, we'll have excess money go into general fund.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Wilson, you had the second.
Nothing further.
All right, any discussion, any debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries 15. Next, we have a list of notaries. They're posted for you, so feel free to look at the screen there. All right, I have a motion by Hendricks and a second by Duff. Commissioner Hendrickson.
Appreciate your willingness to serve.
Commissioner Duff.
Nothing further.
Any discussion, any debate? Hearing none, seeing none. All right, motion carries 15. At this time is the hearing of delegation. If you want to address the legislative body, please do so at this time.
Anybody want to address? You ask them. I'll go last. Give anybody plenty of time.
Good evening, Dennis Walsh, Rockwood. You all have a flyer on your desk. I'm inviting you to come to our meeting tomorrow. This is Roane for Liberty at the Kingston Community Center at 6:30. We have a man that was a J6er, and he was just released on pardon by Donald Trump at the beginning of the year. And he's going to tell his story. He's going to tell what really happened down there instead of all the rumors. So if you're interested, it's not going to be very political. It's just going to be facts. Just what happened. He was there. He spent time in federal prison as a result. So naturally, he's got a story to tell. That goes for everyone in the audience, too. Kingston Community Center, 6:30 tomorrow. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, sir.
Yes, I think it's, 200 seating capacity though?
Yeah, we'll be able to put people around standing in the back, though. Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
All right, anyone else want to address the county commission?
Yes, I do. Rocky Houston, Roane County citizen, whistleblower, okay? When I come in here, I had hand delivered to all of you commissioners this Title 18-4, Mr. President, felony. Okay, now when we started out this commissioners meeting, we had a prayer and we took allegiance to the flag. And everything sounded real good, but this oath tells whether or not you actually believe that prayer and that oath. because the commissioners is under the Tennessee Constitution and the United States Constitution. Okay, now the county attorney, I filed a lawsuit against the county attorney and Mr. Cresswell on May 11th for concealing federal crimes and facilitating real estate fraud. Okay? On April the 16th of this year, they forged Judge Wicks, Greg Lefew, Tom McFarland, Pam May, and other government officials. They forged Holly M. Kirby, the Chief Justice's signature. Again. Now, this lawsuit, I'm gonna give one to Earl right here, a copy of it to enter into the minutes on the record. Just a second here. Right here it is. There's 25 pages, Earl. You are Earl, right, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. There's 25 pages and 6 exhibits that need to go on the minutes. And I like for, when you do put it on minutes, state that there's 25 pages and 6 exhibits into the case. Okay? On April the 16th, they forged this state Supreme Court Justice signature, Janice Holly M. Kirby. Okay, Holly M. Kirby has signed an order dated December the 3rd of last year. I'll show it to you right here, and it's in the exhibit right there, Ariel. It's exhibit. Exhibit A3. Now right here, she's the Chief Justice of the Tennessee State Supreme Court. She's an extremely intelligent lady in the law. Now when she's recused herself, right here's her, it is a computer signature. Wick's been forging signatures for years against the Houstons over here. That's the reason they got killed down here on May the 11th. They was down there to conceal federal crime. Okay, now, first off, I want to make a record. There's an abundance of law enforcement right here. Why are they here? What's the murder? What's the deal? Let's get that on the record. What's all this law enforcement here? This is just a county commission. Has anybody requested extra security for Rocky Houston? Because if you read this, if you block me in any shape or form, you violate 18.4. Okay? Now, this has been concealed. This county attorney, he's got to immediately recuse himself and report these federal crimes that he's involved in to somebody, to a law enforcement body that's not involved in the crime. Okay? Now, when I come in here on April the 14th last month to this commission meeting to further disclose these conflicts, before the hearing took place, I don't know which one, now the bail you're blocking.
No, I'm not blocking you.
Yes, sir, you are. Hey, hold up. Now, let's clear this up. Now, he's in conflict. He's the only one that has land property bought here.
Mr. Chairman,
Point of order, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
I'm not involved in it.
I know you ain't stayed not involved. What you tell me?
We've listened to 3 months now, Mr. Houston.
You gonna listen more?
No, Mr.
No,
Houston.
we're done.
I'm asking.
Okay, so you're blocking. Okay, what I want to do, I want somebody to respond.
Your 3 minutes is up, Rocky, go ahead.
Okay, I'll sit down.
Okay, I appreciate it.
You have filed a civil lawsuit. It is a legal matter now. You're not gonna get any comment from the
You making this gambling conflict to conceal this conflict, mister.
No.
Now, there's a conspiracy here.
3 minutes is all we give any citizen.
This ain't a 3-minute issue.
Well,
This ain't a I'm reporting
That's
federal
why-
crimes to, this is on the World Wide Web. I leave. This is on the World Wide Web, people. Yeah, Title 18.4. They done sent Judge Bumgarner to prison because he failed to report a federal crime. Now, Tim Phillips in this, which way you want me to get out of here? I don't want to talk to nobody. Tim Phillips in Roane County Sheriff Office concealed this federal crime, right there he is. Forever. I fear for my life. Pam Bondi, please step in here.
Rocky, come on.
Cash the tail. Every officer here is involved in a conspiracy to conceal federal crimes. God bless America.
Go ahead, Rocky.
All right, anyone else want to address the county commission?
Chairman and Commissioners, Monty Fritz, I'm State Rep for District 32. You should have a handout, a little bit of a recap for 114th General Assembly Legislative Update. I did this last year for y'all, did it in Loudoun County, folks seem to appreciate it, so I'll go through quickly. I'll start with the budget. Bottom line on the budget item, I voted against the budget this year. I voted for several reasons. I voted against our budget. In 6 years, the Tennessee state budget has grown by 59%. That's unsustainable. We've established in Nashville, unfortunately, a growth at all cost mentality. And what that means is the politicians in Nashville want to keep collecting your revenue and your dollars to keep spending it. And again, I think that's unacceptable. We're kicking the infrastructure can down the road somewhat in Nashville, the water, sewage, solid waste, big problems for the state of Tennessee, and we're doing little to address that. We have competing dollars within this budget. 60 million starter home low interest construction loans, which I think will drive up the cost of starter homes in that micro part of the economy. And that's competing with 25 million of your dollars that are being spent to buy easements on farmland. Easements in perpetuity, where those farmers will sell their birthright to the state of Tennessee forever, and mostly the attorneys and the NGOs, in my opinion, are gonna make the money from the farmers from that. The budget, I offered 8 budget amendments totaling $110 million, a little less than 2% reduction, and none of those were passed. One was to add $200,000 for 2 veteran service officers. While our budget has went up in the state of Tennessee, spending on our Tennessee veterans has went down. $5 million for community counseling and $3.3 million assignment from UTK Diversity and Equity out to a homeless veterans center in Memphis. And again, none of those, I did pull the last one, but the other 7 didn't make it. In entirety, I could not support it. I thought it was, again, a growth at all costs type thing. Second Amendment rights. House Bill 873, we're able to get that passed. If you'll remember, probably last year I reported to you that we passed a piece of legislation adding some protections to firearms and ammunition manufacturers in the state of Tennessee. National Gun Rights Organization approached me about modifying that legislation some. We did that. We were successful. According to them, Tennessee is now the place in the United States to manufacture firearms and ammunition. So that's a good thing for us to accomplish as a goal I ran on. House Bill 723 to restore constitutional carry was general subbed in the Senate. We'll get a shot at that again next year. And to be honest with you, many massive failures on your Second Amendment rights in the General Assembly this year. School vouchers, won't spend a lot of time on that. You all probably know I voted no to that. It further centralizes Nashville control over our school systems. And it is, in my opinion, in direct conflict with Article 11, Section 12 of the Tennessee Constitution. And it's a fiscally irresponsible thing. Asian carp, I'll get this in the last 9 seconds. We continue to work with TWRA and the Corps of Engineers to consider barrier placement or replacement at Watts Bar or Chickamauga. We set up meetings with Watts Bar and Congressman.
Monty, as always, thank you for what you do, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any questions, sir?
Special thanks. I know you've been helping on the silver car, and as we talked about 3 years ago, they're heading our way, so we're running out of time. Thank you though for your efforts on that, and also I guess on the bail bonds and thing, that's going to affect us immensely in these small rural areas with our jail population. So we appreciate the help on that.
Thank you, Commissioner Berry. Could I reply to that?
Yes, sir.
2 things. One, to the Asian carp, Commissioner, we did discuss at length with Congressman Burchett how we add some dollars for an additional placement. So I think we've got some attention in D.C. I just can't deliver a victory on that yet, or a statement of victory. And I would offer that on the bail bonds, we had several bills that come through that I think are deleterious to our liberty in Tennessee that were faced. Were offered this year. I think that we have put our jails in a hard place with some of this. There's item number 7 on that amendment that Commissioner Berry's talking about adds a great number of crimes that can be held now without bail. And that means that they're usually going to stay in the county jail, and that means we in Roane County or Loudoun County pay for those. So we did oppose that. We had several bail bond bills that come through. To be honest with you, I think we're not favorable to liberty in our state. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else want to address the county commission?
Yes, sir, my name's Ed Martin. I live on Longville Road. Got questions more than anything. Last month, y'all voted sewer man on Baldwin Lane.
Hey, can you speak in that mic? I can't hear you.
Last month, you all voted to file a lawsuit against the man on Smalley Lane over trees. Well, I was concerned, I didn't understand, so I called the county the other day to ask him, because I've got trees over there. His statement was to me, was that they usually didn't do anything unless someone filed a complaint. I didn't hear any complaints last month. And I just wondered what's gonna happen next, you know? I know part of the commissioners went and looked it over, part of them didn't. Before you vote on something to sue somebody, I would think that you would look it over and, you know, wanna know what's going on, but I still got more questions than answers. Thank you for your time.
And to make a correction to you there, sir, it was on Broken Arrow Point
Yeah, awful small, yeah.
off of Laurel Bluff.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know the man, I just don't like the idea.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. Agree with you.
All right, anyone else want to address the county commission? All right, going once? All right. County attorney's not present with us tonight, so we'll go to the county executive's report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If the Harriman commissioners would join me up here and the Harriman High School basketball team join me up here, please. Sure. And any representatives from schools would like to join us as well, feel free to join us. By request. Hey, I just want to tell you how proud we are as a community for your season that you had, and in recognition of that, we have a proclamation I want to read here on behalf of Roane County. Whereas the Harriman Blue Devils boys basketball team has demonstrated exemplary skill, dedication, and teamwork throughout the season, whereas their hard work and commitment led them to a well-deserved spot in the TWSAA Boys Basketball State Tournament, whereas the achievements of the team serve as a source of pride for our community, inspiring young athletes and fostering a spirit of sportsmanship, whereas in recognition of their outstanding performance, we come together as a community to celebrate their success and support their pursuit of excellence on and off the court. Now therefore, I, Wade Cresswell, County Executive of Roane County, in honor of the team's achievements in their participation in the state tournament, do hereby proclaim May 12th as Harriman Blue Devils. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
I will say the boys are finishing spring football practice. We're happy to say that all boys are playing both sports, so thank y'all guys.
Congratulations.
Smile with it.
Congratulations, guys.
Hey, I love y'all's video, man. That's Coach you. Don't want to come back.
All right, now Mr. Chris Adams. I've seen his whole family. I haven't seen him yet. There he is. Come on up. Be joined by our Kingston Commissioner and former Commissioner, Eric Bell.
Dan wrestling, does wrestling.
All right. Everybody in Chris's family
Except the
or
kid from
friends
Harriman.
want to join us?
There's a Harriman kid, he needs to stay. He's got
Come on, everybody.
Harriman kid out here. I got walked into a trap here. Y'all made a Harriman baby. Where's the kid? You put one on this one, dude? That's Chris Adams. That's Chris Adams.
Hey, Bale, don't take it as a pacifier exclusive. I know you want it.
Well, it's my honor to get to do this for Chris here. He's been a longtime friend. We coached together, known each other a long, long time, been family friends. And so when Commissioner Hamilton brought this up as an idea, the rest of the commissioners jumped on it, and it made total sense. So bear with me as I read this. It's gonna make you blush a little bit probably. It's very fitting. Whereas Chris Adams has dedicated a significant portion of his life to the betterment of the youth of Kingston and Roane County, Tennessee. And whereas for many years, Chris Adams selflessly served as an assistant baseball coach, assistant football coach, Cherokee Middle School, imparting valuable skills and life lessons to countless young athletes. And whereas Chris Adams further demonstrated his commitment to youth development by serving as a wrestling coach at Roane County High School, instilling discipline, perseverance, and sportsmanship in his athletes. And whereas Chris Adams extended his passion for baseball for providing expert hitting instruction and establishing the dog pound, batting cage, creating a space for aspiring athletes to hone their skills. And whereas throughout his years of service, Chris Adams has consistently mentored young men and boys, emphasizing the importance of hard work, respect, and discipline as essential tools for achieving personal and team goals. And whereas Chris Adams has consistently placed the value of team goals above individual aspirations, fostering a spirit of unity and collaboration among those he coached and mentored. And whereas his tireless dedication and unwavering commitment have left an indelible mark on the lives of numerous young individuals in our community. Now therefore, be it proclaimed by Wade Creswell, Roane County Executive, that the Roane County community hereby expresses its deepest gratitude and sincere appreciation for Chris Adams for his lifelong contributions to the youth of Kingston and Roane County, Tennessee. Be it further proclaimed that this proclamation serves as a testament to the profound impact Chris has had on the lives of young athletes and the enduring legacy he has created through his dedication to mentorship and coaching in Roane County. Congratulations.
I know you had to. Do it. I just want to thank County Mayor, the county commissioners for this honor. But I'd also like to share, I'm already sharing it with Harold. Right?
Yeah.
Harold is day two.
This is Roane County.
Seriously, I'd like to share the recognition with all the others that have volunteered, their time and efforts for our youth. Just a few examples: Mike Reed from Rockwood, Baron Tapp, Heron, Robert Puckett, Jamie Davis from Kingston. There are a couple that are no longer with us, but should be at the top of this list. That would be Alan Taylor and Charlie Dick Randolph.
Yep.
Honestly, the ones that should be getting honored today are my wife and two sons. They went through every high and low that I went through throughout my coaching career. I would not be here without them. Thank you to the parents, the athletes, the coaches that I was able to work with throughout the year. Lost some friends along the way, but also been blessed to have gained more. In particular, Donnie and Stacy Brackett and my other son, David Bell. This old gruff, rigid, tough love coach is humbled and honored. They've been a part of your life. You'll never know how deeply that cherished opportunity I have for you to call me coach.
I say later on third. Looks like we're starting over again with some of the Facebook posts and grandchildren coming up. Is that right?
Congratulations, my friend. Appreciate all you do.
Thank you, Coach, for the show.
Mr. Chairman, one more thing. Finally, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to add The Emergency Medical Services Team, Roane County, continues to receive significant, well-deserved recognition for their unwavering dedication and professional excellence. Their achievements have garnered considerable statewide and regional acclaim. Notably, over the past year, Roane County EMS was honored as the Regional ALS Service of the Year, and an individual within the team received the State EMS Administrator Award. Furthermore, we celebrate their upcoming receipt of the prestigious Star of Life Award for outstanding achievements in maternal and neonatal response. Additionally, on May 17th, the team will be presented with 2 further awards at the Regional Excellence in EMS Banquet, in recognition of the life-saving care they provide our citizens. As National EMS Week approaches, commencing on May 18th, we wish to express our sincere appreciation to our EMS professionals for their steadfast commitment to the safety and well-being of Roane County. Their service exemplifies the high standards of our community. Please help me recognize our EMS workers. If you're here, please stand. Mr. Chairman, that concludes my report. Yes, ma'am.
County Executive, would you kind of give us a quick update on last Tuesday's meeting at the school board about the
Yes.
workshop, please?
And remind me which meeting that was. There's a lot of meetings that
Their
day.
workshop.
So, Mr. Jenkins and I have been working on the vote that took place, I think it was February 28th, I may be wrong on that date, at the school board where they voted to move forward with the RFQ to find a firm to lead them through long-term capital planning. So as Mr. Jenkins and I have been working on what a scope for that would look like, we just workshopped that document so that now that RFQ will go to school board on Thursday's night's meeting. If it is approved, it will be issued immediately. And then in that document, there is a time frame established for when we hope that it will go forward.
Thank you.
Sure. Next Monday is school board meeting? Monday, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, any other, well, I've got them stacked up here. Chair recognizes Commissioner Brackett.
I would just like to echo Mr. Martin, what he said. I challenge some of us commissioners to go by what he's talking about with that tree and stuff, since we've set the precedence. That is in the school zone as well, where he's at. So I encourage us to at least take a good look at it and see if something needs to be done, should be done, or something, since, I mean, precedent's out there, so we need to take a look at that if he feels it's something he's willing to, you know what I mean, look at the trees.
Thank you.
Tree, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Chair recognizes Commissioner Berry.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to make sure, we got Tony Brashears is retiring
Yes.
the 23rd of May, and he's got us in a good position with recycling, and also just want to make sure we're doing
We do, in 2 weeks, we'll be celebrating his retirement coming up. Melinda Farrell, his assistant director, will be serving the interim role there. So we feel like we're in good shape there, but we'll work through and see.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Chair recognizes Commissioner Hendricks.
So they'll be voting on, to put it out to bid for
There were requests for qualifications from firms, so, as it is structured now, firms would submit their resume, basically it's established in that RFQ exactly what that would look like. And then there'll be a process for winnowing that down and probably choose the last 3 that would be interviewed by either the board or a committee to choose one.
So we're not going by the old plan that was done 12
The
years ago?
purpose is to hire somebody to study the entire system, look at past, everything that's happened in the past, current conditions and where education's headed. And then bring back, after studying all that, bring back recommendations to the board. This firm will not tell the school board, build this building on this property at this time. That's not the intent. It'll say you need to be, it'll be broader recommendations about what and where, but it won't be as specific. That will be up to the school board to determine what, when, where, and how, before they bring it to you. But as I told them, just in full disclosure, I told the school board, I've told them this a couple times now, really, I see this as their best opportunity to bring you a plan that's most credible. In other words, if they go through this process, I feel like the school board would have done about everything they could do to develop the best plan possible. And in doing so, hopefully when it comes to the desk of county commissioners, it's a credible plan. That's the.
So is this school building program, is it on a fast track?
I don't know, I mean, it's gonna take what it takes. If you're talking about having somebody come in and study the whole system, it's several months process. We talked about, when we talked about the scope with them last week, they know there are short-term needs that have to be addressed quickly. Now, whether those come up in recommendations from this company or whether they just handle them before we get to that is up for them to determine.
So I mean, I guess, be more direct, is it on a fast track to go ahead and break ground? What's the time frame are we looking at breaking ground? Is it gonna be 2 years, is it gonna be 12 years?
You put them in a position I have to speak for them, and I don't wanna do that.
I understand, I'm just, you know, one of the meetings I was at, the school board member said, we don't know whether to put a roof on a school or are we getting a new school. And obviously, you have to maintain. So, you know, I'm just trying to figure out, you know, 'cause we can't depend on that money from that new tax money from that new company until we start getting it. You know, it's still not a done deal, and I don't think we should be, you know, saying, hey, we're gonna have all this money coming in, 'cause we may not. That's been proven fact. So, you know, are we set financially to start building the school? And are we, I don't want everybody to think that, you know, this new company's coming in gonna be our savior and we're not gonna have to raise taxes. We can build a school without doing that. Where if we have to build a school right now, there will be a tax increase. And that's what I'm wondering. I heard at the last meeting, I got there late and I apologize for that, but it was said that, you know, we got a new commission coming in after next August, and that's gonna be a perfect time to get it done. And so I just wondered, you know, what kind of fast track are we on to breaking ground? Or are we gonna kinda just maintain what we got? I mean, obviously, we're gonna have to do something, that's a given, okay? And I support doing something. But are we going to be raising taxes for $100 million for the next ever how many years?
I would just say,
Is that what we're looking at?
we're not to a place where we can make that decision yet. You're absolutely right. If we move forward with a $100 million building plan today, yeah, we require a tax increase. I think there's a lot of planning that has to happen before I would ever bring you a proposal to do that. One of my goals here is to keep collectively, school board and commission, our eyes way down the road and plan for such. At the same time, we all recognize we have some pretty serious short-term challenges that we've got to address. So that's a pretty tight needle to thread. I am pleased right now with the fact that the school board is moving forward with long-term planning. I think that's a big step for us. And I can't be in it. I'm not in a position to speak for the school board on short-term planning. I do know that through the budget process, both the budget committee and county commission and school board are taking extra measures to save as much money as possible to prepare us for when it is time to make that decision. But we've got a ways to go first. And when it comes time to make that decision, my goal is for us to be as creative as possible in new revenue and economic development that you're talking about. And you're right, we can't count on things before they're real. But we can plan for the future in such a way to generate future tax dollars, and that's what we're doing right now. So I don't feel like I'm being as direct as you want me to, but we just don't know enough yet.
Well, I mean, I'm supportive of the new school plan, we gotta have it, you know, it's obvious. But I wanna ask the county executive, or mayor, I'm sorry, to send a letter to the school board and system that until they can get live streaming service over there, I would like for them to meet here. That way it can be viewed, everybody said we're gonna be transparent. Let's view it online, put it online where everybody in the world can see, not just the ones that show up over there. there was so many empty seats over the other night when I got there, it's pitiful. And I would like for you to ask them, to at least start meeting over here until they can get live streaming service.
Mr. Jenkins is here
I
now.
know he is, but a letter from the commissioner, from me, from you, to them, let's put it in writing. That's what I'm asking for, because only the few that's able to get off work or have the time to leave their family, go over and listen to it. At least the mother could listen to it while cooking supper, or the husband out there, you know, working on the car, so, you know, or the elderly sitting in their house. They won't be transparent, let's be transparent. Let's show them how transparent you are. Thank you.
All right, any other questions for the county mayor?
Yeah, just one, sir. So there's an email came out from the Rose State Community College Foundation that they have a parcel of 82 and a half acres of land. And they're looking for proposals for development on that. Do you know if the county, or maybe this, Mr. Jenkins can answer this also, if the county government or the school system is considering submitting a proposal for that property?
County government, I can tell you, is not, it's restricted use for medical, education, or manufacturing. I believe the three uses.
Housing.
Or student housing.
Housing.
And none of those constitute government use for us. So I know county government is not. I don't know if Mr. Jenkins would like to speak to that on behalf of the school system or not.
I did receive the email from Roane State Foundation regarding the property, but our current board has not taken any steps for doing anything with that property whatsoever.
So the property for housing, does it have to be just student housing, or it can be any housing?
Any,
Okay.
yeah.
Bam, we got submit a proposal.
All right, any other questions for the county executive? All right, well, we're gonna move on, but before we do, I would also like to echo the EMS accolades and stuff. 2 years ago, they came and picked me up. 2 years and 9 days, they came and picked me up from having a heart attack. They were in my front yard for 12 minutes. And I walked out and got an ambulance, so I do appreciate them that night, definitely, so thank you. All right, moving on with our special order.
Let me echo it too. I can't count how many times they've been to 36, 27 Kingston Highway. But they've always been on time, they've always been nice, and they've always taken good care of it, and I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right, special orders. We do have one special order, a confirmation of appointment of Cheryl Action to the Roane County Board of Equalization. This term will expire May 30, 2026. Motion by Duff, second by Hendrickson. Commissioner Duff.
I think she'll do a great job.
Commissioner Hendrickson.
Nothing further.
Think any discussion, any debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries 15. There's no zoning resolution. We do have one under new business here. 05-2501, a resolution authorizing county attorney to file a lawsuit against each property owner regarding the properties as listed on the attached case. I will need to tell you that Charlie Echo Foxtrot 2025-005 is being removed, and Charlie Echo Foxtrot 2024-019 is being removed. Those two will be on your second page of your resolution for that. So they're being removed, so do I have a motion and a second? Motion by Wilson, second by Gann. Commissioner Wilson.
Nothing for me.
Commissioner Gann.
Nothing, sir.
Any discussion? Commissioner Berry.
Yes. Are we still, only adding properties that have been requested to look at, or?
Still complaint driven.
Okay, so as you're out riding the roads and stuff and see some, they're not adding those?
Yeah. This is a violation, we will add it.
So we are adding, so we got both?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, any other questions or any other debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. Motion carries 14-1. All right, resolution 05-2502, resolution authorizing the naming of a private drive located in the first civil district of Roane County, located at 822 Renfro Road. Motion by, motion by Henderson, second by Cunningham. Commissioner Hendricks.
Nothing further, sir.
Commissioner Cunningham.
Nothing.
Any discussion, any debate? Commissioner Berry.
Just one question. It's always confusing to me when the silver districts and the regular, and the normal district. So, the civil districts, I guess I represent the 5th district and the 1st district. Commission district. Is that, is
I can't remember how they're numbered.
So we asked that of the county attorney if we could not make them the same when I was, the first year I was on commission, because I was confused myself.
Right.
So yeah, they are, and by law, they have to be different.
Okay, very good, thank you.
All right, any other discussion, any other debate? Hearing none, seeing none? Motion carries 15. Resolution 5-2503, a resolution reflecting change to revenue expenditures in the General Fund 101 for the 24-25 fiscal year. Motion by Wilson, second by Duff. Commissioner Wilson.
This is, been for the budget, this is actually second cleanup, got a bunch of these tonight, it's that time of year.
Commissioner Duff.
Nothing further.
Any discussion, any debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. Motion carries 15. Resolution 05-2504, resolution reflecting changes to revenue for the Drug Control Fund, 122 EQS, for the 24-25 year. Motion by Duff, second by Parks. Commissioner Duff.
We had more money come in, so we had to budget it somewhere. The revenues for 5,000 have been budgeted and are restricted for public safety.
Commissioner Parks.
Nothing further.
Any discussion, any debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. Motion carries 15. 05-2505, a resolution reflecting change to revenue for the opioid abatement fund, 127 for 24-25 fiscal year. Motion by Wilson, second by Duff. Commissioner Wilson.
Nothing further.
Commissioner Duff.
Nothing.
Any discussion, any debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. Motion carries 15. Resolution 05-2506, a resolution reflecting changes to revenue for the debt service fund 151 for the 24-25 fiscal school or fiscal year. Motion by Duff, second by Gann. Commissioner Duff.
We had received more trustee commission than anticipated. We had to budget it somewhere.
Commissioner Gann.
Nothing, sir.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. Motion carries 15. Resolution 05-2507, a resolution to amend the General Capital Project Fund 171 to ensure accurate appropriations for the 24-25 year. Motion by Duff, second by Kirby. Commissioner Duff.
Yes, this came from, I may have to have some help. But this was, we had a vehicle that was wrecked, and OES gave that department their vehicle, and OES is taking that money to buy a vehicle for them, and they're using some of the leftover money from a vehicle they purchased for Mr. Cresswell.
Good job.
Commissioner Kirby.
No.
All right, any discussion, any debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. Motion carries. Resolution 05-2508, a resolution reflecting changes to revenue in the Employee Dental Insurance Fund 264 for the 24-25 fiscal year. Motion by Wilson, second by Berry. Commissioner Wilson.
had to make the amendment at a higher increase in dental claims from the county and the school, so.
Commissioner Berry, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Nothing further.
It's just our self-funded, dental program that we're trying to make sure we keep solid.
All right, any discussion, any debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. Motion carries 15. Resolution to place in surplus Roane County vehicles and equipment as listed on the attached sheet dated April 30th, 2025, and entitled Surplus Vehicles and Equipment. Motion by Brackett, a second by Henderson. Commissioner Brackett.
Nothing.
Commissioner Henderson.
It's been through all the proper committees, so let's go ahead and get rid of it.
Commissioner Berry.
Yes, sir, you'll notice instead of, our normal auction wholesale place, we're going to public auction. It's a new company that, we have a chance to earn a little more money. Part of these proceeds will go to our Tennessee County Commissioners Association. So person's giving it a try, hope it works. So that's good, thank you.
All right, any other discussion, any other debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. Motion carries 15. Resolution 05-2510, a resolution approving the assistance agreement between Roane County Emergency Medical Services and the Y-12 Fire Department. Motion by Kirby, second by Dove. Commissioner Kirby.
Nothing further.
Commissioner Dove.
Nothing further.
Commissioner Berry.
Yes, sir. Thereupon, the chair announced, it says 2/3 majority. I don't know that it would require 2/3 majority. That may just need to be corrected. Leave that, okay. Thank you.
All right. Any other discussion, any other debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries 15. Resolution 05-2511, a resolution to increase the cash flow in the ambulance fund 118 for fiscal year 24-25. Motion by Wilson, second by Dunn. Commissioner Wilson.
Well, after we got to recognize them tonight, we recognized a shortfall in revenue from the ambulance service, and it's one thing you can't predict is calls. And everything's been down, even through the hospitals, what we've been finding out, a lot of calls. So to keep us afloat, and we have a premier ambulance service. A lot of counties struggle in this area, but that's where we're putting the $100,000 to float. We've done a price increase, and but money's coming out of this. So this is why we had to do the 12-day rule to make sure that they're properly funded until some of the other revenue comes in. Did I say that right?
Yeah, and the price increase goes into effect tonight versus.
Yes, it does, yeah, good point.
All right, Commissioner Duff, you had the second.
Nothing further.
Commissioner Berry.
Only that this is an emergency. So we really,
Can I say something to that?
Sure.
Just, if everybody refer to page 3 on your rundown, it shows your year-over-year changes in call volume to EMS. The fee increases that we enacted last year would have worked if our call volume had stayed where it was at that time. But calls continue to drop. And we're looking for why that is. We, multiple reasons. The leading reason we think is the overall public health of a county, potentially, because hospitals are seeing lower volumes too. So, but we are continuing to investigate the reasons for that decrease in call volume, but that's a decrease in revenue overall. We thought we could make the finish line by July 1st when these rate increases kicked in, but we just hit a point where it's going to require some tax funds to get us to July 1st. So if we make these changes in fees effective immediately rather than July 1st, that gives us additional revenue to get us over that hump, and then the $100,000 appropriation. It's, we moved a penny out of that fund last year to help us go buy an ambulance. This in effect moves a part of that penny back because we're just running too lean. is basically what it is. We wanna be as efficient as we can in our business operations without having to supplement with tax revenue. And we're, right now for our call volume, we're just too lean. So this $100,000 will get us to the end of July 1st.
So we also have a payroll due, so that's why we're saying,
Yeah.
we're in an emergency situation tonight.
All right, any other, discussion, any other debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. As you take this vote, it passes 15-0. If there's no other business coming forward the county commission, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second. All those in favor, voice.
Aye.
The, May 24th is the Memorial Day March. We will should have a big crowd this year, providing there's not a lightning thunderstorm like last year.
It hurt us last year.
We still marched with 125 with that storm, so maybe 200 this year.